Yo, what is good, man? Let's talk about Battlefield, particularly Battlefield RedSec, Battlefield's new BR. And I'm not gonna lie, this game is beautiful. I'm horrible at it, but when has a game come out, like a Battle Royale especially, that I've been good at right out of the rip, man? Apex, I was horrible, still am. Fortnite, I was horrible, still am. Warzone, I was horrible. Obviously, I still am. And yeah, this RedSec, it's out. It's beautiful. I enjoy it. I am horrible at it. I am still learning what I need to be doing, what I should be doing, which category class I should be playing. But all that said, you know, there's something different about this BR, and I don't know if it's BR fatigue. I don't think it is BR fatigue. That as much as I can praise this game, and I'll praise the hell out of it, I think they did so many things right, so many things that I thought were good changes that made this one stand out from, Warzone especially, because obviously that's the one that this is going to get compared to. Uh, it there's this lack of dopamine, there's this lack of rush, or maybe I'm just aging out of BRs, which I very well could be, right? So let's go into what I think this game does brilliant. One, you get those mini missions that you get to pop up like a minute after you drop. I think that's so much easier than having to go looking for a scavvy or looking for a recon to do. Uh, just have it there. You can do them. You get your bonus weapons or whatever the skill points it is. Also, like that you're not chasing money in this. The big thing about Warzone is the economy. You're always trying to find money because with money you can buy airstrikes and all that kind of stuff. With this, it's just straight loot. It's do those missions, grab some cool things. So you're encouraged to do those missions. And I think if you're not like someone who wants to just run around and engage in straight up conflict all the time, the missions give you nice little side quests to focus on, which I think is dope. It's something that I remember when I was thinking about what a Halo BR would look like. I thought it would really center around, these zone capture type game modes for gun upgrades and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool to see that it was implemented. I like the way they have that fire, that ring of fire just closing in. It's like a real life, battle zone where the world around you is just crumbling and burning, and eventually you're just stuck in the middle fighting your enemies. I thought that was a cool concept. I also like that it's not one of those fires or gas plays where you can make a play out of it. You gotta, like with Apex, you get the shields. Gas plays are a big part of the game. With Warzone, you have the gas mask. Gas plays become a big thing. Here, it's like, no, man, you don't want to get caught in the gas. Keep moving, keep strategizing, get your position set up early type stuff. And I think that's a cool little change. The vehicles in this, they add an interesting little element because in COD and even Apex, the vehicles are very much, use them to as instant transportation, get from point A to point B, help you in a push because, you can get into a fight a lot quicker, get out of a fight faster. Whereas vehicles in this are very much part of the fight. You work to get the vehicles because the vehicles are a little bit more OP. You get that tank going, you got a massive tank that shoots rockets and blows up buildings at your disposal. So I like that even the helicopters here, they're just not to fly around the map. You use them and they have their friggin' gunners and machine guns and they can quickly knock out team positions and all that kind of stuff. So use a little bit more strategically, I guess, or more offensively than you would in other games, which is really cool. The buildings breaking is by far one of my favorite things, man. You throw an airstrike on top of a building, a few of them, you can grenade them, and all of a sudden, that building is coming down. So you have a sniper who's being annoying, and you can't get a shot off on him because he's covered. Screw that, man. Just take out his legs, take out that building, watch him fall type situation. So. And it's also really, really cool graphically and animation-wise when the buildings come down. So kudos on them for making these bustable and completely like breakable environments. I think that's really cool. Obviously, Fortnite did it first. Yeah, Fortnite did do it. So whatever. But it's being done here is just really, really cool. Now, all that said, and yeah, classes are cool also. I mostly just play recon or engineer right now. It's the only two ones I've kind of been focusing on. Something about playing support just makes me feel like, oh, my job is only going to be to revive you guys the whole game. Screw you. So I kind of stay away from support, even though probably the best one I could be playing with some groups when I'm the least handy gun. Assault, I never really understood what their main advantage is, but Recon and Engineer, man, you got distinct roles. Engineer, blow things up, open things up, repair things. And then Recon, I just like having a UAV at my disposal and having that rechargeable drone. Comes in handy every now and then when I'm trying to figure out where people are. But there are things that annoy me about this game, like the UAVs and those kind of ping stuff. Sometimes you don't see them unless you open up the big map. Like the mini map sometimes feels like it's a little useless here. And maybe that's by intent. Maybe they don't want people just, you know, eye camping the friggin' mini map and pushing and being all. They want you to, if you want to see where people are, where the action is, you got to open up your big map. Or maybe it's just a bug and they haven't fixed it yet. I don't know. But I do find the mini map sometimes to be a little useless. I don't know about gunfights. Like, I'm not going to say this game is slow. This game isn't slow. It's methodical. You got to be a little bit, you got to have a little bit more intentionality with your gunfights. But at the same time, there's something lacking in gunfights for me where there isn't that rush of, all right, I'm in a gunfight. You know, and I'm not saying you need to have that ADHD, slide canceling, bunny hopping, camera breaking, COD action. But maybe it's just that's the type of movement that I've been getting used to with like Apex even Fortnite to a degree, the sliding around and jumping. You know, it all plays into some of the gunfights, whereas in these gunfights, it's very much like, all right, get a position, and you're not hip firing too. Most of my kills come from hip fire, so I can't say you're not hip firing too much, but close combat is just really weird in this one. It's very much feels like you want to be taking gunfights from longer distances. The snipers, the ARs are a little bit more useful. And that's just my experience with RedSec. I haven't played multiplayer at all, so I don't know if I'm completely off the base here. But even getting close to someone or trying to push into them, I feel like is just a lot of times it's suicide. So maybe that's just by design, where the gunfights here just feel like they have to be a lot more intentional and long range, and you got to pick your positions and you got to, you know, play the flanks a little bit more aggressively in this game than you did in the past ones, or not in other BRs, I should say, not past past battle zones. Battlefield, man, why am I struggling with this? But again, that's just me nitpicking at the same time. I think this game is going to offer people who needed a break from Warzone, because Warzone, I know big map especially, even small map, they don't make enough changes often enough that it keeps the audience, you know, just craving it. So I do think this offers a big enough change in the way people are going to approach it that, you know, a lot of people will, I would guess, love it. I don't know if Battlefield guys will love it though, because you see it already in the forums and on Reddit. You know, Battlefield guys are like, dude, this is gonna rob us of the multiplayer experience that we were waiting for. All the good stuff is being done on the BR. They're just going heavy monetization. This is just gonna be a battle pass skin heavy game. You know, give us back the Battlefield of old. Whereas COD guys I can see are just like, yes, man, finally a change up with new strategies, new metas we gotta work out, all that kind of stuff. But for me personally, please don't kill me for saying this. This just isn't a game that I feel like I gotta hop on. I want to learn. There's so many other games right now that have that hold on me right now. Like, I keep watching Arc Raider videos and I'm like, dude, I want to play that. That one looks cool. This, obviously, it's a beautiful game. Like I said, I have very few complaints on what this game needs to do. It's just, and maybe it really is just BR fatigue, or maybe it really is just a skill issue where I feel like if you don't have that strong gun, you know, there's just not much fun you'll have overall. And I would very much rather like jump, and if I was playing a BR right now, I'd still think I'd rather choose Rebirth or even Fortnite, man. Fortnite's got their Simpsons things. Those collabs go awesome, just exploring those worlds and having fun there. So I don't know. I'm not saying this disparagingly. I'm not trying to knock this game. I think this game is amazing. It looks beautiful. I am definitely going to play a little bit more of it. But there isn't that straight dopamine rush or that I got to get better at this game rush that I had when Warzone first came out, or when even Marvel Rivals came out. There isn't that draw to be on every night just to, you know, grind it out. There's something missing, and I don't know what it is, because the flow of the game is pretty nice. Like, you're in gunfights from the start, you're in gunfights in the middle, and the gunfights at the end are the best, because those ones actually feel like straight cinema, because your world is just like blowing up behind you, the fire is encroaching in. You know, it's high paced, high action, but I've never had the I need to jump on this game type vibe yet, and I don't know how you capture that, how you make that, what that is, or how to describe it, but it was just missing for me personally. So hey, that is all I got to say on this game, man. If you guys like it, let me know in the comments what I missed, what I said wrong, what you think I am totally out of lunch on. But and if you agree with me, man, more importantly, if you agree with me, just let me know that, because I might be on a lone island, an island all alone here. So hey, if you do love it though, you know, by all means keep playing it. But yeah, that is what I got on that, man. You guys have a great ass day. Till the next one. Peace.
Check your mission.